Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Bilingual Storytime. My name is Miss Camille.
Hola, yo soy Isela.
And we have a couple of announcements today before we go ahead and get started. So first thing is, if you have registered for our Field Day program, which is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. at Shotwell Library, make sure that you remember to come out for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have a lot of outdoor activities for you to do with your family. So don't forget about that. We'll be really happy to see you. And also, don't forget that next week, since it is about to be a holiday weekend, it's about to be 4th of July weekend, all three libraries will be closed on Monday. So we don't have programs next week because of that day off and it being a holiday week. But we hope you'll have a happy weekend. And yeah, so those are our announcements for today. So we can go ahead and get started with our good morning song. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, gracias.
Muy bien, gracias.
¿Y usted?
¿Y usted?
Awesome. Okay, so today we're doing a kind of a frog-themed bilingual story time. It seems like a lot of these have been sort of frog-themed. That's just the books we happen to find. But today we're reading Wiggling Pockets, or Los Pocillos Saltarines, by Pat Mora with illustrations by Maribel Suarez. And this is read with permission from HarperCollins Publishers. So let's go ahead and get started. Push me higher, Dad, I say. She's on the swing. Empújame más fuerte, Papá, digo feliz. Mom calls, who wants lemonade? ¿Quién quiere limonada? Pregunta Mamá. Tina and I run in and Dad comes too. Tina y yo entramos corriendo y Papá entra también. Where's Danny? Asks Mom. ¿Dónde está Danny? Pregunta Mamá. Just then, Danny runs in. En ese momento entra Danny. Looks like he's got something in his pocket. Mom points at Danny's pockets. Mamá le señala a los pocillos. They're wiggling. Se están moviendo. Danny, says Dad, what's in your pockets? Danny, ¿qué traes en los bolsillos? Le pregunta Papá. Danny looks inside his wiggling pockets. Danny mira dentro de sus bolsillos saltarines, and he smiles. Y sonríe. Danny reaches inside his pockets. Danny mete las manos en los bolsillos y... Eek! A jumping surprise. Uy! Salta una sorpresa. It's a frog. It leaps up and splash, it lands in the sink. Es una rana. Salta en el fregadero y ay, nos salpica. Another frog leaps up and lands on Grandma's apron. Otra rana salta y cae en el delantal de abuelita. She looks kind of scared. Another frog leaps up and lands on Tina's head. Otra rana salta y cae en la cabeza de Tina. It's in her hair. Yeah, I wouldn't want a frog in my hair. Another frog leaps up and lands in Mom's cherry pie. Oh no! Y otra rana salta y cae en el pastel de cerezas que hizo Mamá. Ay no! Laughing, we watch the frogs leap into the grass and hop, hop away. Todos nos reímos mientras miramos a las ranitas que se van por el césped saltando, saltando. It's a lot of frogs. All right, that's the end. So today we are going to be making these little bouncy frogs. So you can see that we've kind of done an accordion fold on the bottom here. So it makes a frog that kind of jumps. I think it's really cute.
Son como las ranas locas que estaban en el libro.
Just like the jumping, wiggling frogs in the story, yes. Okay, so what you're gonna need to make this craft today is green paper, red paper, we don't need duct tape. This is just something circular to make the circle shape of the head. You need googly eyes, a pen, scissors, and double-sided tape or glue.
Entonces, para hacer las ranitas necesitamos papel rojo, verde, ojos locos, algo circular para trazar, tape o pegamento, tijeras y una pluma.
So I have already cut up the paper a little bit into the shapes that we need. Since we're going to do the accordion fold type thing and you need to be able to do this with pieces of paper, I just grabbed a regular size sheet of green cardstock and I folded it in half long ways and then in half long ways again, so I had 4 equal strips and then I cut them. So I'm going to give Miss Gisela 4 of these.
Entonces necesitamos 4 tiritas de este tamaño porque vamos a doblar para hacer ese acordeón.
So the first thing that we're going to do is take 2 of your strips of paper and you're going to connect them at the corner. So I'm going to take a piece of double-sided tape and I'm going to put it on one end of this strip and then add another strip on top.
Entonces vamos a conectar las orillas del papel así,
So you should have kind of an L shape at the moment.
una L.
And now, a lot of y'all probably know how to do this already, but we're going to do the accordion fold. So to do this, you just take one of your strips and you fold it over. And then you take the other strip and fold that over, and you just keep going like that. It's just a pattern.
Un acordeón, doblo un lado, luego el otro.
And eventually it's gonna make that kind of accordion shape. But we want the frog to not have like a totally flat body. It needs to have a little bit of space. So once you start running out of room on your strips of paper, you're going to add more strips of paper to the ends. So I'm just gonna put a couple of strips of double-sided tape on the ends of the strips I was using, and I'm gonna add some more on. And you can keep folding once you've added those.
Con los otros 2 los vamos a añadir cuando nos estemos quedando sin papel y los vamos a seguir doblando como acordeón. Esto es para que tenga más cuerpo la rana.
Ya casi.
Okay, mine is I'm kind of running out of space, so now I'm going to tape that last end. And if you have any extra, you can just take some scissors and cut it off.
Entonces, si no nos queda un poquito, lo vamos a cortar para que todo se vea igual.
So you should end up with something that looks kind of like this, and that is going to be the frog's body. Oh, you need to take?
Thank you.
Mhm.
Ahora que sigue.
Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to make the head of the frog. And so this is where we need our duct tape or just a round object. You could use like a coffee cup turned over or something like that. You've got some options, but we're gonna use the duct tape roll. And I'm just gonna take a pen and I'm going to trace this perfect circle onto my paper.
Yo
There you
no
go, Miss
sé
Gisela.
dibujar un círculo perfecto, entonces yo también lo voy a trazar con esto.
Yeah, it's hard to draw a perfect circle. It's pretty easy if you do a small circle, you can get it almost perfect. But if you're gonna draw a big circle, it's too hard.
Pueden usar un vaso.
You could use a cup.
Si quieren una rana gigante, pueden usar un plato redondo o un bol.
Sí, un plato, hacer una rana grande.
Yeah, you could make a giant frog by tracing a plate. That would be pretty good. Okay, so while we're cutting those out, so for the eyes, I tried initially to like just eyeball, so to speak, a couple of smaller circles to put the eyes on, but I actually found that the easiest thing to do is just tape or glue your googly eyes to your paper and then cut around them, leaving some space so that it has some green around the eyes. So I'm just gonna take my tape. And these googly eyes are so big that we can use a little bit of double-sided tape on them and it'll work.
Me encantan estos ojos grandes.
I know, I have a lot of these giant googly eyes. That's why we use them so much. Okay, so I just double-sided taped my googly eyes onto my paper. I added a little bit of extra space. And that's, I'm gonna cut, I usually will do this where I just kind of cut roughly around the part that I want to cut so it's easier for me to handle. I'm leaving probably about 1/4 of an inch of space of the green paper around each eye.
Entonces, otros círculos. Pueden ustedes hacerlos grandes también si gustan.
Y'all can see how I did that. Yeah, and y'all can make them as big or as small as you want. You could just put the googly eyes directly on the head if you wanted to. That's another option.
Pueden pegar los ojos a la cabeza, pero queremos nomás ponerle algo extra.
And now I'm gonna take another little bitty bit of double-sided tape and I'm putting it kind of on the bottom. I just put it down here on the eyes so that I can have it lifted a little bit off the head. Because that's what frogs' eyes look like, right? They kind of are lifted up.
Oh, they look so cute.
I know, I love these.
I like this extra step of the circles.
I think it makes it look more like a real frog. It's really cute.
This reminds me of the reading worm. Until before you attach it to the body of the frog, it reminds me of the reading worm.
Oh,
They're so cute. But now it needs a little smile, right? It also needs little feet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the little smile first. Oh, that's your paper, there you go. And for the smile, just cut like a half circle shape out of your piece of paper. You can draw it first with your pen if that makes it easier for you, or you can just go for it. I just went for it.
Entonces, ahora estamos recortando una sonrisa con el papel rojo. Pueden hacer la letra D y luego la recortan.
It makes me think of the part in the story where the mom asks the little boy, "What do you have in your pockets?" And he just smiles before he lets out all of his frogs. Okay, yes. So we've got our little frog faces with our cute little smiles. While Miss Isela attaches hers, I am going to start on the frog's legs. So y'all can see on the example that they're basically just little rectangles with kind of a W shape at the end, so it kind of looks like they've got little webbed feet. And the way that I drew this, I actually just drew a big rectangle like that, like maybe 3 inches wide. And then I did a line in the middle and then divided it again on either side into quarters. They're not quite even, but that's okay. And now I'm gonna do my little W shapes in each one.
Entonces,
this one I'll probably cut down a little bit more because it's not even.
Y luego una W, una forma de W. El mío casi no se ve así, pero está bien.
And this is now the part that can take a minute, is cutting it out so that you get all of those little zigzag shapes.
Ustedes pueden recortar las patitas como ustedes quieran. Y
Yeah.
ya casi están nuestras ranas.
And you can do the feet however you want to do them, but this is the last step.
No sé cuál rana me gusta más, la que hicimos creo que la semana pasada o esta ranita. Tenemos muchas ranas.
Yeah, we really do. Last week's were the toilet paper roll ones, right? Yeah. We made y'all should tell us in the comments whether you like this frog better or last week's frog. They're both kind of like jumpy frogs. They both kind of move a little bit, which I think is really fun. And then we also did the one a few weeks ago that was the noisemaker frog.
Podemos, somos como los del libro, tenemos muchas ranas.
Yeah, we're just like the little boy in the story with all of our frogs. I should have brought the other frogs so it was like a little froggy reunion.
We have a zoo here. We have all these animals
Seriously,
that we've made.
yeah. Okay, so now we're just gonna attach all of the parts of the frog to the body. So the first thing that I would do is grab the body part and put it in front of you and kind of look at the way it leans, because as y'all can see, this frog is kind of looking like he's gonna do a little backflip because I put him on there the wrong way. But for this one, I want it to look a little bit nicer, so I'm gonna look at it. I can see that it's tilting towards me a little bit this way. So this is the way the head should be facing.
Entonces, pongan su acordeón aquí enfrente de ustedes y miren cómo quieren colocar la cabeza.
And it may still like lean a little bit the other way just because the googly eyes are heavier than the rest of it, but it might actually look a lot more even this time than the one I made before. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of tape on each of the little feet so that I can attach them.
Ya casi acabamos, nomás nos falta pegarle los bracitos y las patitas.
All right, yeah, we're almost done. We're just gonna put on the little feet, and you can just kind of arrange the feet however you want them to look. If you want the frog to kind of have them behind him, you can do that. You can do them forward like he's jumping. You can put them wherever you want to put them.
Me gusta tu ejemplo.
The example, I brought it in, you know, my Storytime tote bag today, and he got a little bit flattened, so he doesn't have as much pep in his step as these that we're making right now. Yay! They're so cute! Look at him!
Ribbit.
Ribbit. They're so fun. I love these.
Qué lindos quedaron.
Yeah, so y'all should show us pictures of your frogs if you made one of these today. Like I said, let us know which frog craft has been your favorite since we've done several. We would love to know.
Sí, si ustedes las hacen en casa, que les sugiero que las hagan porque son bien divertidas.
They're very fun. Yeah, it's just fun to play with.
Nos mandan una foto.
Yeah, yes, send us a photo, please. Okay, so quick announcements before we do our goodbye song. Like we said, if you're signed up for field day, don't forget, we'll see y'all tomorrow. We're really excited to see y'all for some outdoor games at Bowles Park next to Shotwell Library. Remember that the libraries are closed Monday for the holiday weekend. And now I guess it's time to say goodbye.
There also will not be a Monday program next Monday.
No hay nuestros programas especiales de los lunes, pero la próxima semana, no el lunes que viene, no vamos a tener programa. Entonces, recuerden.
Yeah, so we'll see y'all the following Monday after that for the next Monday morning program. Adios, amigos.
Adiós, amigos.
Ya me voy.
Ya me voy.
Me dio mucho gusto
Me dio mucho gusto
estar con ustedes.
estar con ustedes.
Adios.
Adiós.
Adiós.
Goodbye.